We got here at 1 minute past 1 and there's 3 people in front of us. Queuing onto the road. So, we've arrived at Slapton Sands, and the first thing is, we're having some soup and a couple of rolls. Not had anything to eat today yet. So, we are here. Slapton Sands Caravan and Camping Club site. There we are, look, just up there, hidden behind that bush, tucked in nicely. For the third site in a row, we have a level pitch. No chocks needed. My little device says we are level. So that'll do for us. A nice big motorhome service point there. Here's a facility block. Chemical point. I'd say these are hard standing pitches with sea views. Apart from that one, obviously. So plenty to choose from. Little playground for the kids. We stayed away from that. She said it was a tiny little dog field, and it is. So we've made it down to the beach. Looks like it's popular for fishing down here, sea fishing from the beach. Yeah, like I was told, it's very stony. But that won't bother Clem, will it, Clem? So what I can't work out is, the sea's right out there and they're right back there. So are there lines out in the sea or not? I can't even see them. So across road from the beach, it has this magnificent nature reserve. I read somewhere somebody walked all the way around it and it was about 7 miles. Not sure if that's right or wrong. But yeah, looks big. There you go, that's the nature reserve, Slapton Lay National Nature Reserve. Dormice, curl bunting, otter, great crested grebe, rare vegetated shingle, Ketty's warbler. Village trail, valley trail, meadow trail. Meadow trail, 1.5 miles, 45 minutes. Southwest coast path to Slapton Bridge, 1.2 miles. Ooh, look at this, Clem, look at this old tank. Sherman DD tank. So another view of the nature reserve, look. It's quite nice, isn't it? Say it's cloudy day. So this says Tor Cross. So am I now in Tor Cross? I don't really know, it must be. The Start Bay Inn, village pub, boathouse, cafe, bar and takeaway. Fish and chips takeaway here. Ducks about for half a mile. So I don't know if we're in Start Bay or Tor Cross, or is it the same place? Could be, I suppose Start Bay is a bay, Tor Cross is the village. And the dog's dragging me. So this is where the ducks live. Edge of the lake. So there you've got the Billy Can coffee shop and retro sweet shop. It's quite new actually. So we've made it right to the far end. Some flats up there, look. Used to be the Tor Cross Hotel. House for sale here, right on the front. But I bet it gets a bit windswept down here. Keeping in on a paddleboard. Might let Clemmy go down here if we can get down. I'll go further on. Some steps there, we'll go further down, Clem. That's nice. Sea Breeze Cottage. Another one for sale. Port Cottage. It's nice. There's the other bar, other part of the Start Bay Inn. So this one, large cod and chips, is £17 to take away. At the Start Bay Inn, it was £20. Don't want to throw it too far because there might be dangerous currents here. Although waves keep just bringing it back in. So this is the little hut that looks across at the birds and the nature reserve. And they've got a little blackboard where you can write down what you've seen and when. So, if any of those mean anything to you, there we go. Slapton Lay Viewpoint. So once again, you've got a few bays for coaches to park. Nothing for motorhomes, as per usual. So if you're coming in from the Kingsbridge side, you'll take a left here up to the campsite. I came from the Dartmouth side, so I came on there and turned right. And it's just up this hill towards the village. There is a bus stop just there. So basically it's the bottom of the road you turn up to the campsite. That's the view looking back across towards Slapton Sands and is it Stret? Something like that. And the site's just there, look, on that corner. So this is the approach to the site where you take a right here, and must be a small village because it's got a park and walk. So you park up here and walk into the village. So we'll have a walk down there now and see what it's like. Yes, so this is the site entrance. Look, go in there, bear to the left, and reception is just on your left hand side there. Bit more inviting than the Dartmouth club site, if I'm honest. And there's your park and walk. So as you enter the village, up to the right there is a community shop somewhere. It's only open 8 till 1 during the week and Saturdays, and 8 till 12 on a Sundays. So bear that in mind. Lovely, quaint little village it is. But I would say I wouldn't try driving through it in a motorhome. In fact, it says no lorries, no vans. But very quaint it is. Apart from them idiots shouting out of the transit van. I'll give you an idea, that's how tight it is. So we found the tower in. It's hidden away very well down this little footpath. This one here, just after the Queen's Arms on your right, you turn right up a little alleyway. Look at that. Is it wisteria growing across that little bridge up to someone's house? Don't think I'd fancy walking across it though. Back at the Queen's Arms. Have they got a beer garden around here? Let's have a look. Looks like they might have, right behind the church. Oh yeah, nice little beer garden there. So the prices here don't look too bad. They do a Devonshire Devil red hot curry, very hot curry. £12.50 with rice and poppadom and mango chutney. And they do haddock, £14.50, chips, peas and salad. They do a fish pie, £14. Not bad at all. Not too bad at all. And they do a chilli haddock, deep fried in a chili batter, chips, peas and a chili dip. So nice gentleman then just stopped and told me that that's more of a pub grub, and the other one, the Tower Inn, is more of restaurant type, even though they cook it outside. So they must have a kitchen outside. So there we go. Nice of him to stop and tell me. So we just walk up to find the community shop. Looks very nice indeed, look at that. Just right next to the village hall. Oh, we might have been parked in car park down the road. Anyway, this is the entrance, look. And here are all the bins. And behind that gate there, where that little dog is on the front, that is a dog, is a tiny little dog field. It's only tiny, but it's somewhere for them to go, which we didn't have on the last site. So it's not too bad. And you get a sea view. So yeah, this is the top side of the park. Looking down across to the facility block and out to sea. Here we are, look. Wait a minute. Bless her, look at her. She's enjoyed her walk down the seaside. Went for a little swim in the sea. Now she's tired and she'll be waiting for her dinner. Oh, she must be asleep, you didn't hear me. Look at that. Another nice level pitch where I didn't need my blocks. Oh my goodness, I'm looking a bit sunburnt there. That's from yesterday in Dartmouth. But anyway, back to this site. So we're in Slapton Sands. From what I've seen of the site, it looks really nice. It is really nice. Caravan and camping club site. Good first impressions when you arrive on the site. Not like Dartmouth site where, to be fair, it were awful when you drove in. It were awful. You know, seeing that great big building work that looks like it's been stopped and not been touched for a while. But that's not the warden's fault. But yeah, lovely reception from the lady warden. There were four of us waiting at like 1 minute past 1. I got it 1 minute past 1, and there were 3 people in front of me, so they had their hands full straight away. But yeah, it's lovely. It's sea views. You know, you can see the sea. Obviously, it's a bit grey and dull, but that can't be helped. It's not their fault, not the site's fault. I've not looked in the facility block yet to see what that's like. But yeah, can't fault. The site looks nice, well kept. If Tracy were here, we'd probably have a walk into the village and have a pint in one of the pubs. Like I said to you earlier, I was looking at the menu outside the Queen's Arms, were it? Queen's Arms, and it looked quite reasonably priced and stuff. And gentleman stopped and said to me, "Yep, that's proper pub grub in there, really nice." And the other one, the Tower Inn, I think, was it the Tower Inn? He says that's a bit more upmarket, and they've got a kitchen outside, so they make the food outside and bring it into the pub to you. So that sounds interesting. But yeah, so I've no complaints. Seems really nice. There's not a lot in the area. Beach is really pebbly, so it's hard to walk on. But Clemmy's loved it. We watched on nature reserve. Yeah, we walked alongside the nature reserve. That were a lot easier to walk on there rather than walk on the other side on the beach, because you really struggle to walk on there. But once we got to the far end, we went onto the beach and she had a swim in the sea. So yeah, she's really enjoyed it. So we just need to find somewhere to go tomorrow now. Another thing to remember is that I'm judging it from this area from a motorhomer's point of view. So obviously have no way of getting about. There's a bus stop at the bottom of the road, which is fine. It takes you towards Dartmouth or to Kingsbridge, is it? So there's plenty of families on this site actually with kids and stuff. So they must enjoy the area. So don't just go on my recommendation. Yeah, I've got a motorhome, so I've got to either walk or catch a bus. So there must be plenty of things in the area to do, because there's plenty of families here. So unfortunately, it's closed for cleaning, apart from the disabled and the family room. But look at this, we've even got washing lines. Just having a quick stroll before we head off. We've come down the other side of the nature reserve. And this is the pond dipping area. Not for people, for testing the water, I guess. What's that? Is it an heron? I think it is an heron. Hey, look at him go. Oh, he's off again. Seen us. Look at that. Looks different again now the sun's out. Beautiful. So now the sun's out, look. Looks different again. I wish I'd booked another night now. But I've booked on a rally now down in nearer home. So can't let them down. So we've got to head off. But yeah, nice sight, and I think there's a lot more to explore than I have done, even without a car. A few motorhomes on. Yeah, very nice. So, Slapton Sands Caravan and Camping Club site. It was really nice, enjoyed it. And as you can see, it looked different again when the sun came out this morning. I would, if I had not already booked the rally that I've come to, I would have probably stayed another night. If I'd have thought more long and hard about it, I would have stayed another night. So I quite enjoyed it. And then then we discovered there might have been some more walks to do. So yeah, bit of a rush of blood. I should have thought it through a bit more. But anyway, it's not a downside, but some of them Devon roads are a bit tight if you don't know where you're going. And obviously I'm by myself, so I just put it in sat-nav and hope for the best. If I see a sign that says no 7.5 ton wagons only for access, then I don't go down that lane, because we're not much smaller ourselves, to be fair. But yeah, nice site, nice wardens, great views, sea views, 2 pubs down in the village. You could walk to a beach, although it were really pebbly. But yeah, another pub down up front. There's some Start Bay Inn, I think it were called. And we didn't even go to it. We only went right. We didn't go left. So would we go again? Yeah, I would. I'd go back there. Like I say, it's just a bit, some roads windy, windy getting to them, and you got to be careful which route you take. In fact, the road through Stoke Fleming from the Dartmouth side, that were a bit tight going through village. But luckily people were quite understanding and let me through. So if you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe to the channel if you don't mind, because we need to get them past that 3,000 mark. Oh no, sorry, we've just gone past it. We need to get to 4,000. So yep, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you at the next destination. I've just got here. Took me bloody 2.5 hours. See you next time.